Hello everybody, how are we all doing today? My name is Jess and this year I've decided I'm going to get my front splits, my middle splits and my pancake, and you're coming along with me. So today we've got a nice follow along video, another one. Today is just for the pancake stretch only. So let's get started. First things first, I just want to say I'm a beginner just like you are. I'm not a professional, so do everything at your own risk. I'm just showing you things that I like to do as I'm learning the pancake stretch. Right, so what we need today, we'll need some yoga blocks and a chair. And if you do have them, it'd be great if you had a foam roller and a weight as well, preferably a fairly light weight. You know, I'm doing 8 kilograms, but you can go a little bit less. Whatever is comfortable for you. All right, so let's get started. First, we're going to start warming up everything, getting all our muscles nice and ready for action. Okay, so we're going to start off with some jogging on the spot. We're just trying to get everything nice and warm, ready to go. Are we excited? I'm excited. We're going to move to some high knees. Pancake stretch is definitely the least common of all of these stretches to do. So I'm excited to get started. All right, bum kicks. This is a great one for hip mobility, and it's actually just really useful in day-to-day life. So, star jumps. I bet you didn't think you'd be sweating today. All right. Now we're going to stop with all the cardio stuff. I'm going to do some leg swings. If you need to hold on to something, you can hold on to kitchen island, chair, or you can try and show off like me and try and not fall over. Okay, now swap legs. If you see me looking over here, I've got all my notes on the floor. So if you see me looking there, no you didn't. All right. Now we're going to do some swings to the side. This one you might just hold on to something. I'm trying not to. Okay, the other leg. Woohoo! Gosh, this is a workout in itself. All right, now we're going to warm the hips up a little bit more. We're going to do some hip rotations. So up, out, down. Trying to make a big circle with our knee. Trying to keep the hips square and forwards while we're doing that. Then we're going to change direction. We're going to go forwards. One more, and then we're going to swap legs. You're going to get lots of nice breathing in your ear. If you need to hold on to something, please do. It's very silly of me to not, but I don't have anything here. All right, and forwards. One more, and then we're going to move down to the floor and do some internal, external hip rotations. So you got your feet out, I say just past shoulder width, and you're going to bring one knee in, one knee out. So you're in this position. You're really trying to push your knees into the floor, both of them, whilst keeping both your bum bones on the floor. Just hold this for a second, and then do the other side. You're really trying to use all your strength to try and push your knees down to the floor. Make sure both your legs are at a 90-degree angle, and swap. Keeping both your bum cheeks on the floor, I know it's hard, but this is so good for you. Okay, we're going to do 2 more. Final one. There we go. So I'm going to stand up again. I'm going to do some, I think they're called horse stance squats. So we're going to squat down, feet pointed out as far as feels comfortable. Squat down nice and low. Try not let your knees bow in, keep them out, keep pushing your knees outwards. Squat down for 10. Nice and slowly, pushing your knees outwards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh, I can go a bit lower now. 8, 9, 10, and hold. We're going to lift our heels off the floor one at a time. We're going to do that for 20. So that's 4, 5, 6. Keep pushing your knees out. 8, 9, 10. Woo! Whew, this is hard. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. Okay, fabulous. I'm out of breath, I don't know about you. Right, next thing, we're going to get our hamstrings nice and stretched and strengthened and ready to go, because in the pancake stretch, the most important thing is to do a anterior pelvic tilt. So basically where your hips are tipping forward like that, and when you do that, your hamstrings are lengthening, and that is what helps you fold forward. So instead of being like this, your hamstrings are lengthening as your hips are tilting forward, so they need a lot of flexibility and a lot of strength. Okay, so first things first, we're going to get them nice and active and ready to have some strain put on them. So we're going to lay on the floor, heels into the floor. You can put some cushions under your feet if you need to, and we're going to lift our hips. Make sure your pelvis is tilted under. You're going to lift for 5, squeezing your bum. If this is too easy, you can move your legs further down, making sure your hips tucked forward or tucked under. Okay, now if you can, you're going to lift one leg off the floor. If not, just stick with 2, that's fine, and do 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, and swap. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we're going to do some hamstring stretching. This is where you might need your yoga blocks. I'm going to start off, I won't need them straight away actually. I'm going to tie my hair up so it doesn't get all in my face. We're going to start off with some downward dog walks. So hands on the floor, lift your legs up, well, lift your knees up. You're going to sink into this stretch. What you're going to do is just going to bend one knee, then bend the other. The goal is to try and reach your heels to the floor. So you're really trying to push down, strengthening your calves, lengthening your calves, lengthening your hamstrings, hips back, keeping your back nice and straight. Do another 10-20 seconds maybe. In everything you do, make sure you're breathing, trying to relax, telling yourself you're safe in this position. The more stressed you are, the more everything's going to tense up. Okay, now we're going to stand up, you're going to grab your blocks, and we're going to do what's called elephant walks. So I need my blocks about here. Maybe you don't need blocks at all. I'm gonna put mine there. So forward fold, make sure your back is nice and straight. If you can only get to here, maybe use a chair or make your blocks taller, that's absolutely fine. I can go about here with this flat back. And you're gonna walk your legs with flat feet. And you should feel that all the way through your hamstrings. Really trying to make sure that you're not curving your back like this. Make sure your hips are nice and open, bum back. You're just going to plod along. Do this for another 20 seconds. Maybe you'll feel that you can go a little bit lower. That's great if you can. If you can't, that's absolutely fine. Okay. Nearly there. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stay in this folded position. What we're going to do is we're going to bend our legs down and then lengthen them again. Try and get back into that nice flat back position, belly forward, hips tilted forwards. And do another 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You might just want to sit here for a little bit. Try and reach your belly down to your legs. If you need blocks, again, of course, that is absolutely fine. Just make sure whatever you do, you're keeping your back nice and flat. That's the most important thing in Pancake. Okay. Now what we're going to do, might need blocks this one again. I'm going to do the windmill stretch. So you're going to have, I'm going to do left foot facing forward, right foot facing sideways. And I'm going to lean over to the right hand side. I might need my block on the floor, maybe I don't. Right hand on my block, left hand to the sky. I'm going to open your chest up so it's facing forwards. And you just kind of try and reach down as far as you can. And we're just going to hold. You should feel this all down the back of your right hamstring. And also on the inside of your right thigh. Maybe you'll feel you can go a little bit lower. That's great if you can. Just keep breathing. Make sure you're not letting yourself tip down like this. Keep your arm nice and straight, chest nice and open. Maybe try and actively push your right shoulder forwards to keep that chest open. So I feel like I can go a little bit lower again. I don't need my block. Fabulous. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the other side. So right foot forward, left foot out. Take your block, right arm to the sky, left arm to the ground. This side's definitely harder for me. I'm trying to push my right shoulder back, left shoulder forwards to keep my chest open. And we're gonna hold. Deep breaths. Remember, we're safe here. Try and relax all your muscles. Keep breathing. Maybe on one of your out breaths, you might find that you can sink a little deeper. I'm personally finding this side a lot more tight than my right side. But I think I can go a little bit. There we go. 10 more seconds. Okay. Ooh. Well, okay, so now we're going to get into some more floor work, warming up. So first we're going to do some Cossack squat shifts. So we're going to squat down on one leg. So we're in kind of like a half middle split position. Hold here, bum back, arms forward. You can hold on to something in front of you if you need to. And we're going to shift to the other side, trying to get your bum back, trying to get your your straight leg down to the floor, trying to get your left heel down to the floor. Shift. Do 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, from here what we're going to do is we're going to sit down onto the floor in a straddle position, and we're going to put our hands either side of one of our legs. What we're going to do is going to lift our leg up 10 times, and then we're going to do the other side. Okay, so we're strengthening all those hip flexor muscles. So you ready? We're going to hit this, and it's going to be great. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the other side. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 10. You might find yourself cramping. If you do, just have a little break and then start again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to have hands in the middle. We're going to try and do both at the same time. If you can't, that's fine. Just do the single leg ones again. We're going to try and do both for 10. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! That was horrible. All right, so with pancake stretch, if you're a beginner, most likely you'll be starting from standing, and then as you get more advanced, you'll move down closer and closer to the floor, maybe move to a chair, then to a block, and then to the floor. Because the thing that most people struggle with is the ability to sit on the floor and tilt your hips forwards because your hamstrings are in a stretched position. So when you're standing, you can control how stretched your hamstrings are when you tilt your hips forward. So you can even start from just standing straight and tilt your hips forwards, and most people can do that. So the difficulty comes is when you become when you go to like a 90-degree angle and then you try and tilt your hips. That's when it becomes really difficult. But think about it, when you're on the floor, you're at a 90-degree angle and you can't tilt your hips. It's exactly the same. So we always start from standing. All right, so first things first, we're going to just warm up our forward fold. So you're going to put hands behind your head, stick your bum out, hips tilted forwards. Yeah, you see we got anterior pelvic tilt and posterior pelvic tilt. You want your hips tilted anteriorly. So you're sticking that bum out, you're lengthening your hamstrings, and that's how you want to forward fold. Yeah? So I want hands behind your head, anterior pelvic tilt. I want you to fold as low as feels comfortable, up, and then tuck your hips under, hips out, fold, up, hips under, hips out, fold, hips under. And do that for 10, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab a chair, or maybe you want to use a table, or maybe you even want to use a block if you're super flexible. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands on my table or my chair, and I'm going to practice those anterior pelvic tilts. So I'm going to tuck my bum under and stick my bum out. If this feels easy, you might want to go a bit lower. Maybe I'll put my elbows on the chair. Really practice that movement where you're sticking your bum out, lengthening your hamstrings. We're trying to strengthen all those muscles involved in lengthening your hamstrings in this way. So you really want to push your bum to the sky. Like I said, if this is too hard, you can go a bit higher on a table. I feel quite comfortable in this chair, so I'm going to stay here. You can even go down, all the way down onto a block. But I don't feel like I have very much range of motion down there, so I'm going to go here. This is the motion that you're going to feel when you're in Pancake. This is what we're going to be working on today, because this is what helps you get your belly forwards. Okay. The next progression from this one is I want you to move to a wall. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands against the wall. You're going to try and open up your chest towards the wall, stick your bum out, hips tilting forwards. And then what I want you to do is I want you to try and move down the wall, keeping your hips tilted forwards, keeping your chest nice and open, and try and go as low as feels comfortable. I just want you to hold this position. I'm going to hold for 30 seconds. Make sure that you're keeping your chest open. That's why I've got my hands on the wall, so I physically can't really do that. Keep my chest towards the wall. If you feel like you can go lower, that's fabulous. Make sure your legs are keeping straight. You might be up here, that's absolutely fine. I'm currently maybe 90 degrees? Pretty happy with that. Okay, we're going to do 10 more seconds. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, so now we're going to get our weights out if we do have weight. If you don't, you just have to follow with that one. But it can be very helpful to have one, as it can help you activate everything that bit more, and it can help sink you a bit deeper in the stretch. We're going to do forward folds again, bum sticking out, back flat, and we're going to do 10 folds, and then we're going to hold in the folded position for 10, and we're going to do that twice, okay? So ready? We're going to fold 10 times. 3, 2, 1, go. 10, 9, trying to go nice and slowly. 8, try and go as low as you can with your back flat. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, okay, 1, and hold. We're going to hold for 20 seconds. If you have something you can stand on with both feet, you can then do that and then put the weight out in between your feet. But I don't. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, it's getting hard now, 2, 1 and hold. So what we're doing with this one when we're folding up and down is we're strengthening all of our posterior chains. That's all the muscles on the back of the legs, up back, everything that helps you kind of straighten your body up. And basically while you're strengthening that, it helps your range of motion as well. Basically through strengthening that, you can also increase its active flexibility. Okay, 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and up. Fabulous. And then the final one for standing pancake is I'm going to get my foam roller. If you don't have one, you can use a block. It won't quite have the same effect, but you can still kind of do the same thing. If you can't comfortably reach down here, then I'd recommend maybe using 2 chairs, one in front of you and one behind you. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to forward, and I'm going to roll the roller forwards, keeping my back in that nice flat position. I'm going to go as far as I can with the flat back. I'm going to hold. And then I'm going to roll it back, turn my hands around, roll it right through my legs, and try and force myself through my legs as far as I can, and then hold. Okay? So we're going to do that. We're going to hold for 5 seconds at each extremity, and we do that 5 times total. Okay? So roll it forwards, back flat, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roll back, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, forwards, hold, and roll back. So that's 2. 3. Whew. 4. Last ones. You're really trying to push your chest, push your belly down. And 5. Okay, if you can't reach that low, if that's too low, you can put a chair in front of you. Oh, my legs are wobbly. You can put a chair in front of you and reach, hold. And then a chair behind you, reach, and hold onto the chair. Yeah? Okay. So now we're going to move from standing to sitting. If this is too easy, you can go straight to a block. What we're going to do is we're going to have our knees bent a nice degree angle. We're going to have them slightly outwards. What we're going to do is going to practice those pelvic tilts again. Do that 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really try and tilt as far as you can. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to stay in this position. We're going to forward 10 times. Okay? 2, 3, 4. I feel that on my thighs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now what we're going to do is going to straighten our legs. I'm going to do 10 more forwards and a hold. Okay? So I've got my toes facing up to the sky, hands behind your head, forward, 10, 9, 8, 7. You might want to put your chair on a non-slip surface. 8, 7, 6. Make sure you're tilting your hips back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So what we're going to do is now we're going to move down a bit lower. We're going to get our yoga blocks. If you need 2 blocks, that's fine. I'm going to use 1. So you can sit on 2 blocks, so you're a little bit higher. I'm just going to sit on 1. Bend your knees. You're going to practice cat-cow, tilting your hips forwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fold forward for 10, hold for 10, and do that twice. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, fold, 10, 9, make sure your hips tilt forward, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and again. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to straighten our legs. Still sitting on the block. I'm going to repeat that. Okay, so practice tilting your hips forwards in this position. I like to hold onto my legs and kind of pull my chest and my belly through. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay in this position. We're going to fold for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do that one more time. Falling off my block. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, now we're going to move to the floor section. First thing, now that we're on the floor, we're going to practice doing bent leg straddle from the floor. So you're going to bend your legs about 90 degrees. Just open them up a little bit, and we're going to, like we did before, practice tilting our hips forward for 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to fold for 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go again. 10, 9, try and reach that belly forward. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. 9. You might be able to push your belly a bit lower. Maybe you can lengthen your spine a bit further. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Now we're going to go to the straddle position on the floor. This is the part where I start to struggle to tilt my hips forward, so this is where I'm going to start using more assistance. So I like to use this elastic band. I find it really, really helpful. If you don't have an elastic band, you can maybe use a jumper. What I do is I wrap it around something static. So I'm going to use this set of shells over here, and I'm just going to wrap the elastic. I'm going to wrap it around here so it's about chest height. So if you have something else you can wrap it around, or just wrap a jumper around. If you don't have anything you can wrap something around, perhaps just find something that is static, hold on to it and use it to pull yourself forwards just using your own weight. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my legs out, toes to the sky. I'm going to try and tilt my hips. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the band to try and tilt my hips forward and fold forward, but mainly it's that hip tilting motion that I'm trying to do, because you see I'm sitting like this and I feel like I'm like a prawn. I'm sure that a lot of you are the same. We're trying to use the band to lengthen our spine, and most importantly to tilt those hips forwards. Yeah, so we're going to tilt forwards 10 times, then we're going to hold and fold for 10, and we're going to do that 3 times. Okay, we're ready? So 3, 2, 1, go. 10, 9, really tilt those hips forwards. 8, 7, try and bring your chest forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. What I'm doing is I'm trying to pull myself a bit further forward using the band. Okay, I'm going to go again for 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Okay, final one. Hips forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. It's getting hard now. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Four, 3, 2, 1. Find find something that's more secure than those shells because I fully just pulled them out the wall. Oh dear. Okay. Now we're getting towards the end of our pancake stretching session. You'll be very excited to know the final proper exercise we're going to do. You're going to grab your 2 blocks if you have them. If not, you're just going to kind of have to make a mental note of how far you're reaching and try and reach further and further. I'm going to put, what I'm going to do, legs out. I'm going to stretch forwards, and at the end range of my motion, of my stretch, I'm going to put my block down, facing upwards like that. I'm going to grab my other block, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach forwards, place my block on top of my other one, and back, making sure I'm tilting my hips forward as much as I can. It doesn't look like I'm doing much, but it will get more and more as you go along. We're going to do that 10 times and then hold for 20 in the stretch states. And we're going to do that twice because this is hard. Okay, are you ready? And if you feel like you can go past your block that you've put down, you can then move the block a little bit further and a little bit further. Okay. So we're going to start, we're going to go for 10, okay? 10, we're going to go nice and slowly. 9, so I can already go further. 8, 7, 6, see I might go further soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Okay, we're going to stop there. We're just going to hold for 10 instead of 20 because it's too long. Okay, again, we're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, really try and reach forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold for 10. You're trying to push your belly down. Trying to straighten out your spine, okay? And rest. It's really hard to talk while doing that. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of break for 30 seconds or so, and then we're gonna go into our final pancake position and see how far we can get. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little bit stiff today, so I don't know if it's gonna be a low day for me. But you know what? We showed up and we did it, and that's all that matters. So, regardless of how low you get, be proud of yourself that you showed up today. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my block and we're going to practice our final straddle position. Okay, so legs out, toes to the sky. You can admire my little hole in my sock. I'm really glad I didn't notice that before I started filming today. All right, grab your block. And you're going to tilt your hips, try and tilt your hips forward. You're going to try and push the block straight out in front of you and just reach, trying to really lengthen your spine. It probably won't look like you are lengthening it, but as long as you're really trying to, that's what matters, and eventually it will look like it. So, all right, we're going to hold for 30 seconds. You're going to keep breathing. You're going to keep pushing forwards, try and push that block as far away from you as you can. And eventually you will kind of start to feel yourself get lower and lower and lower. I feel like this one is more of a strength exercise than flexibility, like you're physically pushing yourself to be straighter. That's the way that I like to think about it. So we're going to do that for 30 seconds and we're going to see how low we can get. Okay, so in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, push forwards. Keep breathing. I like to put my head between my arms. I probably shouldn't. That's 10 seconds down. Keep breathing, keep pushing forwards. You'll feel it through your hamstrings if you're tilting your hips forwards. Keep trying to reach that block as far as you can. 10 seconds. Okay, I'm going to give that a rest for 30 seconds. I'm going to go again because I feel like I could have got a bit lower there. Yeah. All right, so in 15 seconds, we're going to go give it another go. In 10. Oh yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Push that block forwards, chest up. Push, 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 push. Push as far as feels like comfortable discomfort. Oh, I feel like I can go a bit lower. 10 seconds. If you can go for longer, by all means, go for as long as you can. The longer you do it, the better. I just say at least 30 seconds. Okay, so that's 30 seconds. Whew. Amazing. It might not look like much now, but give it a few months. I can guarantee you'll definitely make a lot of progress with that one. All right, so thank you so much for joining me today. Oh, thank you for joining me today. I'm in a lot of pain. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know if it has, and if it hasn't, also let me know, but please be nice. Yeah, any tips, any feedback is always appreciated. And if you're looking to do your front splits and middle splits as well, like me, I have a video that has all three, one routine, one follow along routine in an hour, and you can do all three with me. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. Good luck, and I'll see you again next time.